Welcome to day 4, friends of our Easter stitch along. Today we are going to be working on our grave cover right here. We are going to be using 842 right here, and we're going to be using I'm blurry. Whoa. Okay, maybe not. We're still using 842, and we're going to pull a whole arm length, and we're going to use 3 strands of it, okay? And today we are going to be doing another satin stitch. I'm sorry, this is the last satin stitch, I promise. Some people really love satin stitch and some people really hate it. So I'm sorry if you're someone who hates it. It's almost done, but I think it's better than the alternative because I did consider French knots for this. I never even tried it because I figured y'all would all just hate me too much. But alas, I did the satin stitch. So once you have your thread ready, knotted at one end, threaded through your needle, come to this next part and we'll start stitching. Okay, so I have my needle ready. I'm ready to start stitching. Just like we did in this little middle part of the flowers, we're going to cut the grave circle right in the middle and then work to the left and then come back and work to the right, or vice versa, work to the right and then work to the left, whatever's best for you. So I'm going to go ahead and start showing you what it's like. Then I'm going to speed up the video and come back at the end, because then we're going to go around the outside with a back stitch, and that's something I haven't taught you yet. And there should be just a few pointers you need to know while trying to back stitch on top of another stitch. So let's get started. We're going to start right at the top. Try and cut it in the middle as best as you can. Use your finger to flatten your floss if it's gotten a little tangled. And come straight down. And sometimes you can kind of pull your floss so you can see visually, just help you know where's about halfway. You can always use your needle as well to pull up and just kind of like rock it on the needle to help straighten out any imperfections. Let me scoot a little closer for y'all. Sorry. Just realized that would help a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go to the right and just go straight down. And you'll see a little bit of that excess blue. Maybe might not see it on through the camera. And that's from when I did those French knots as a practice run for you. But I don't mind because I know that they're gonna get covered up. Okay, and again, you want these stitches to be close together, but not choking each other out. Now, if you decide you just really want them to be close together, you can. You're just going to end up using a little more floss. Okay, I'm going to do one more stitch here, and then I'm going to fast forward because you know what to do at this point. Okay, I'm going to work to the right, and then I'm going to come back and work to the left. Okay, so I finished my satin stitch, and if you notice at the very end, I went ahead and tied off on the back, and I got my other half of 3 strands of 842. Now we are going to do an outline on the grave circle with a back stitch. A back stitch, super simple. You just come up and go straight back down, up, back down. Now we're going to do that to outline the circle. I like this because I feel like without it, it just doesn't look quite as circle-ish and not quite as complete, but this is optional. If you rather not do it, you don't have to. You can try one without and one with, but I will say if you start it, you might want to commit to it because it will be a little bit harder to pull these floss pieces out when it's on top of another stitch. Okay, so I'm going to start right at the top, and I'm going to make a stitch right here. I'm going to pull up And I think I might have pulled a little bit. Yeah, if you see here, a little bit of my knot came through on the other side. So I'm just using my needle to make sure it's all out. Okay. So I'm going to go forward 1 stitch length, which is kind of, I can't think of the right word. It's determined by you. You get to pick how big your stitch length is. I rather keep mine a little bit on the smaller side, so that way you keep a more rounded look, because if the bigger you make the stitch, the less rounded it will look. So I'm going to go about this far. Hold that needle a little bit so it doesn't get all twisted. Not needle, sorry, my floss. Okay, also sorry if you hear lots of door banging right now. My youngest is apparently not very happy in quiet time. So this is my first stitch length. I'm going to try and keep this exact same length going all the way around. So now I'm going to work to the right. I'm going to go forward that 1 stitch length. And you're trying to get as close into that circle as possible, so that way you're not leaving a gap. Okay, and I'm going to go down in this hole right here where I first went down. That's where I want to try and get this needle to go back down. Again, so you're not leaving any gaps. Okay, so just do that again. Oops, I can feel some knot back here. I'm going to pull that out. With these, you can often just put your needle through the little hole and pull on a side until it comes loose, and then pull it all the way through. Okay, so I'm going to go down. Okay, so I'm just going to do that all the way around, and I'm just going to fast forward the rest of this for you. So there you have day 4. Tomorrow we will come back and we'll start working on our actual tomb, and this will actually be split up into 2 days because it does take a while. I think the first time I did it, I tried to time myself and it might have taken me about 1.5 hours. That could have also been the first time I was doing it, but I guess this is y'all's first time doing it. So all that to say, I wanted to split it up so that it wasn't too overwhelming for you. So tomorrow will be part 1 of this, and it's going to be on a Friday. So that way you have the whole weekend to either finish it if you would like, or just take a breather and come back Monday to finish the tomb. So see you tomorrow.